two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker.
And right away, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Goff now looks to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Goff. And it's caught. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Second down and goal. Goff. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 14-0. 14, Packers nothing. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Rodgers going to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 2nd and 12, Goff.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
So, Charles, this defense in for a tough matchup. What do you think the game plan is here tonight?
Well, I think the game plan is the same as most, which is, hey, pass rushers, do your job. Coverage guys, do your job. And the linebackers are going to be a mix. Sometimes they'll drop in coverage. Sometimes they'll pressure the quarterback. But all in all, you never want to let that quarterback get a string of completions going because if so, they're hard to deal with, and it makes for a long evening.
A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Goff. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Right 50, right 50. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Check 43. 46.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. Past the 20.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Credit Za'Darius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Play action. It's Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Seibert's kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Rodgers now on 1st down. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Oh, he sheds himself free. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 19. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll fake the give. Now gone. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now a give, right side, Swift. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Goff on target to Hockenson for a Lion first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Goff. They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Working with a 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Goff. Flushed out right. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The NFC's Pro Bowl punter a year ago, Jack Fox, on to punt for the Lions, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. He hits Adams, complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Running is Swift. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
First down, Lions.
Out of the gun, Goff. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And a fresh start for DeAndre Swift and his teammates with this brand-new coaching staff. And they believe he can be a 3-down back. They want to get him in space against linebackers. 46 catches his rookie year. They expect that number to get into the 60s.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run right here with Swift. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 2nd down and 4, Goff. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he is out of bounds here. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Back to throw, Goff. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Here's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Romeo Okwara coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 36.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This will be taken at the 10. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Goff eluding the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Throwing on third, Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Get the ball. Right, fellas, right. Let's go. Hey, Mike's 15. Mike's 15. I know he ain't got it.
On first down, Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, we're going 37 is the Mike. Mike 37. Hey, take 26. Hey, we're going 37 is the Mike.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers, slant to Adams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Mike 15. Mike 15. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Hey, 88.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Rodgers now on first down. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Touchdown! Aaron Jones from 13 yards out. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. He's got it. So they convert the 2 that keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
His defensively got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Lions on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Goff. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
It's going to be a long bit. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Ricky.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding room inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And again, it's Rodgers. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Mike's 15.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the 1st. Now Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Second and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if you're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Goff going to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Possession here. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And Charles, in this one, the 4th quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So for the Lions, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of the